Get rid of the healthcare law.
The court's ruling.
Yeah, get rid of the healthcare law and make it one healthcare for everybody, included in your taxes, indiscernible. One healthcare for everybody. No books, no exceptions, no exclusions, no deductions, no tax credits. Poor people that can't read so well. Oh, rant rave. Anyways, I've got no low beams.
Once they start doing that,
So I changed my light switch. And that didn't fix it.
Tea Party mode of the
So then I started wiggling the wires on my dimmer switch because I just changed that from the junkyard. I have to go back to that junkyard. I just changed the dimmer switch, so I pulled the wires out because when I wiggled the wires, the lights came on. And would you know it, I have burned wires.
Gun trafficking probe known as Fast and Furious.
Oh, I've got to do a shout out. Hang on a second. I've got to do a shout out. Shout out, shout out. I have the best junk in town. Guy at work has an 07 or 08 Shelby Cobra. Waste of money, invest your money. Yeah, I gotta keep the money. How many megapixels are the glasses? LOL. Come on. Don't tell me I deleted it. Is he a big guy? Red Audi. Come on. Yeah, warming your hands on the burners. Oh, come on. Don't forget all your chores. Get your beard trimmed at 4:45. 92 here, great breeze. Oh yeah, Exped as an expedition 2000 4x4. Can you read that? EXPED 2000 4x4 4x4. That's your shout out. He's got a, I guess, 10-year-old Durango V8 Rumble. And his Diffie's going wah, 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 wah. So you said it's $1,500 to fix. I said, what are you, knucking futs? All around, under $500. 3 hours labor, which is $250. A couple quarts, couple of liters of oil, and a couple of gears, and a pinion bearing, blah, 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 blah. Set it up, 3-4 hours. $500 tops. $475. I gotta change these wire connectors. They're melted. And I wrote down the color combinations. Yellow, green, brown, right there. Making notes on my floor mats. Alright, that's what I gotta do. And Mrs. CW and I going for a bike ride, and how's the back of my truck looking? I got some leftover food there from the dumpster. My chainsaw, my drill, some green oats, bag of earth, construction adhesive, transmission. Yeah, looks about right. My junkyard. How's that side looking? Yeah, same thing. Junkyard. Junk everywhere. Alright, 15 minutes later, I've got my new lugs soldered on, seeing as how I haven't got a giant crimper I can't focus. And I buggered up one because I soldered with it downhill and the solder ran down behind the springy lug, and I filled it up with solder because the wire didn't take the solder well because it was a little bit corroded. So I scrapped one of these. Oh well, not a big deal. I hardly ever use them. What I did the next time was I just bent the wire up and I soldered it so the solder ran into the wire as opposed to underneath my springy thingy. So it's a little shorter, doesn't matter. It goes back into the little plastic holder that is somewhere. There's another dimmer switch. Yep, melted wires. Where's my little plastic gizmo? Huh. There it is. There's little barbs on the back of these that catch. See the little barb on the back? The way you release them. You stick a flat screwdriver, or I took a pointer and I ground it smooth, flat, so it can go into the back of that. Where's that connector again? Right here. There's a slot. You stick that in and it releases the barb, and the wire pulls out, or you stick it on that end. should be flatter. It's a little too thick. Anyhow, I'm gonna put it all back together. I got a minute left of memory, and hopefully I'll have my headlights again. Got my wiring diagram right here: yellow, green, brown. Always mark down your wires unless you got a photographic memory, which I do not. Never heard back from Victory. Called a second time, left my phone number 5 times. Never heard back. But the sunglass camera is gone. I'm just going to buy a cheap Chinese one. If I even use them at all. They're kind of sort of gimmicky, I think. Really. Dash cover. Alright, they're all snapped back in. I'll put this back. Snap it back in. Click. And see if I've got lights. Oh yeah. High beam, low beam. Cool. All fixed. Put my junkyard soldering iron away. Garage sale. Weller. Miller's Falls Standard Duty. Alright, off for a bicycle ride with